first week of the NFL season has finally come to a close, and the second one has now begun. Let's dive into it. Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for September 15th slate of NFL action. I'm super excited to dive into it. We do have a pretty great slate today. As you guys can probably see, this looks absolutely atrocious. It's just because of the mere fact that we did just get home, or we did just get to the actual hotel from my vacation. If you guys have been keeping up with some of my shorts and stuff, we did just get here from vacation. We were in a hotel room and my brother's sleeping, and the only desk that's in there is literally right in front of his bed. So this was pretty much the only option. It probably sounds terrible too. It'll sound a lot better on Sunday's video for sure, because we won't be here in the echoey bathroom. But without any further ado, we're still going to get this video out here to you guys. I'm super excited to dive into it. We have been doing pretty well here in the NFL, so hopefully we can go ahead and continue that. I definitely think that we can. I found 3 plays for Thursday night matchup. We have the Chargers and the Chiefs going head to head as of today, excuse me. And I'm super excited to dive into it. I found 3 plays that I did really like. I've been doing really well with the over-unders, so hopefully this one ends up working out for us as well. But before we did dive into it, I did just want to go ahead and say that we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. We're less than 160 away from that 7,000 mark, and if we end up hitting 7,000 by the time that the NBA season does start, I'll be doing a pretty big giveaway. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys do have my post notifications on, stuff like that. But I'm really excited to dive into it. We will do a quick recap as of Monday Night Football. It was kind of a tough one. We ended up going 1-2 on the day. We ended up having the under in the game, under 44.5. Really not too much of a sweat either. I think the game finished out to like 16-17. So it ended up working out for us. It was very high scoring first half. Second half was much more low scoring. Then we had Will Disley, under 11.5 receiving yards versus Denver. Gets 1 38-yard reception at the very beginning of the game. After that, combines for 2 receptions for 5 yards. It's just, it's the way it goes. And then we had the Broncos minus 3.5 in the first half, excuse me. There was just nothing that we could do about that. They stunk up the place. So nothing we can do about that, but let's go ahead and dive into today's plays, shall we? So for our first play today, we're taking the over in the game, man. We're taking the Chargers and the Chiefs over 53.5 at minus 110 odds. Now, I like this play for a couple different reasons. First is that the line has already moved from 52 all the way up to 53.5. A lot of times, and even 54 on some books, but I got it at 53.5. Anytime that the line moves a lot like this, odds are the odds makers definitely know something that we don't. I mean, it's usually just the way it goes. But I do really like this one for that reason. Also, all 3 primetime games, so Thursday Night Football of Week 1, Sunday Night Football of Week 1, and Monday Night Football of Week 1, all 3 of those games ended up going under. I think that this is where the narrative changes just a little bit. I do think that this narrative does change just a little bit here. Also, the last 3 matchups between these 2 teams in 2021 went over this total with a combined total points of 62, 54, and 59. So they have all hit this over, some a lot more than others, but they have hit the over in all 3 of them. We have 2 sensational quarterbacks going head-to-head, 2 very electric quarterbacks. Hopefully they can go ahead and get things done here for us. But if you take a look at their Week 1 matchups that they had, on Sunday versus the Cardinals, Kansas City gave up 24 for 38 from Kyler Murray, only averaging about 4.4 yards per game. But Arizona really didn't convert on any third downs like at all. They ended up going 3 for 12 on their third down conversions, so they definitely were rough in that situation. But Kansas City, they put up 44 points. They put up a lot of points. Their offense was definitely clicking. Their defense was pretty solid too, but I just think that this is a much better offense when it comes to the Chargers. I feel like it's going to be a little bit more of a tough task to keep something like that away. But the Chargers versus the Raiders on Sunday, as of Week 1, Justin Herbert was fantastic. And I don't think we need to really question it, but both these quarterbacks in their Week 1 matchups played great. Justin Herbert, he was 26 for 34 with 279 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hopefully we can see that once again. And we all know Austin Eckler. I had him on my fantasy team we all know how he went. He really let a lot of people down. He had 14 rushes for only 36 yards. So with that being said, the Raiders did play some fantastic run defense, and and so hopefully he, with a new team that he's looking at, I know that the Chargers or the Chiefs, looked really well, but if they can give up some rushing yards here, I definitely think we could be in for the over as well. If not, that's perfectly fine. I think it's going to force them to throw the ball more, resulting in more points. So either way, I'm perfectly fine with it. So that's going to be our first play of the day. Chargers and Chiefs over 53.5 at -110 odds. Now for our second play of the day, we're taking, I almost made this my Kings kill shot play of the day. Almost did, but I'm saving it for Sunday instead. We're going with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, under 10.5 rushes, plus 108 on Caesars. You can also get this at plus 100 on DraftKings, and I think you can even get him at -110 on some other books. So I love this play. Absolutely love this play. First things first, last week he only had 7 rushing attempts. Now, I know that could potentially be just kind of a misleading stat because they were playing against the Cardinals. But I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher this last name. Isaiah Pacheco? I'm probably butchering that. But he had 12 rushes last week. And Jerick McKinnon, he also had 4 rushes. So they're running like a 3 running back rotation right now. And I just don't foresee Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting nearly as much run as he did last year. They also put up 44 points. They were throwing a lot of passing yards. So with that being said, they haven't really looked to run the ball a ton as of last week. Hopefully the game plan does stay the same over the course of this week as well. Also, like I said, I already love the over as of the last bet that I had. So I do expect a lot of passes to be thrown, not necessarily nearly as many rushes. So that's another reason I do like it. Also, last week the Chargers held Las Vegas to only 13 total rush attempts. Las Vegas barely ran the ball at all, and they have a really good running back. So with that being said, they have a good running back, and they only ran 13 times. I think that is telling us something. So I don't see Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting nearly as many touches as he normally does. Also, the Chargers after week 1 gave up the 4th fewest rushing yards per game. So I definitely think that they can go ahead and get it done here for us. So that's our second play of the day. Clyde Edwards-Helaire under 10.5 rushes at plus 108 on Caesars. Now for our third and final play of the day, we're taking the Chargers plus 4 versus the Chiefs at -110 odds. I know, I just felt like I had to take a side here, and I went ahead and took the Chargers, and the reason being is just because the odds makers do have a lot of respect on this spread. And basically what I mean by that is the Chargers, as of last week, they lost their wide receiver 1 and Keenan Allen, and odds are it looks like he is going to be out once again. Their running back, Austin Eckler, who was pretty much their star running back, he played absolutely terrible, and they're still only 4-point underdogs. Something just seems a little bit trappy to me, so I do like it. Chiefs also put up 44 points last week, so a tremendous offense. They held their defense to only 21 points as well. And the Chargers, they barely squeaked out a win versus the Raiders. So I think that there is just a little bit of a sketchy line here, and Justin Herbert barely messed up last game, and they still barely squeaked out a win versus the Raiders. So hopefully they can go ahead and cover here for us, at least just lose by a field goal, or heck, even if you want to, go ahead and win the game outright. But I really do like this play, so that's going to be our third and final play of the day. Chargers plus 4 versus Chiefs at -110 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, the video will look a lot better for Sunday's game, and it'll probably sound a lot better too. Just for right now, didn't have a lot to work with. It's about 1 a.m. I'm tired, and I just wanted to crank out this video. So that is going to do it for me. Make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe. We're still on the road to 7,000. Make sure you guys are subbed. That's going to do it for me. This is King Sarah signing out. Peace.